A major step forward on the state budget is setting the tone for what's expected to be a busy stretch in Columbia. I'm Brittany Burton, and this is Advocacy at Work with Destination North Myrtle Beach. It's April 28th, 2026. This week marked a major milestone as the Senate approved its $15 billion spending plan after several days of debate. While much of the framework aligns with the House version we discussed, there are a few key updates worth noting. First, both chambers are now fully aligned on incorporating the recently passed income tax reduction, dedicating about $308.7 million to lowering the top rate from 6% to 5.21%. The Senate also moved forward with additional tax relief, setting aside more than $247 million to support an expansion of the homestead exemption for residents 65 and older, and even included backup language in the budget to ensure it moves forward in some form. On infrastructure and economic development, the Senate continues to prioritize funding for roads, bridges, and local transportation, while also adding a number of one-year policy provisos to the budget. One of the most notable for the business community involves liquor liability insurance. Less than a year after lawmakers passed a major reform bill aimed at stabilizing insurance costs for bars and restaurants, Senate leaders now say it hasn't worked as intended. Many businesses are still struggling to find coverage or afford it, and some have been forced to close. As a result, the Senate is considering a temporary suspension of those insurance requirements through June 2027. That proposal is tied directly to the budget and is meant to provide immediate relief while lawmakers continue working on a long-term solution. Outside of the budget, we're also seeing improvement on legislation impacting hospitality and retail businesses. Two bills, S-1001 and S-849, advanced out of the subcommittee this week. One would create a clearer licensing structure for caterers serving alcohol at events, while the other would allow for curbside pickup and delivery of alcohol, including through third-party services. Both aim to modernize existing laws, but still have several steps ahead before becoming law. Looking ahead, the House is expected to take up the Department of Transportation modernization bill this week, continuing progress on efforts to improve how infrastructure projects are delivered across the state. I'm Brittany Burton, and this has been Advocacy at Work with Destination North Myrtle Beach.